Good morning, students. Hope you are doing fine and hope you are going through political news as I had suggested you before. So let's start. Political parties will continue. Talking about political parties, see, these are the most visible institutions in democracy. Parties are visible, but they're not very popular. Why popular means positively popular. People always blame political parties for all kind of political failures in the country or any uh, thing which is going wrong when it comes to economic or political scenario. Political parties are blamed. They also, you know, divide people socially and politically because in society people follow one or the other parties, so followers of one party speak against the followers of the other party. So this is how people are socially divided. Now question comes, do we need political parties? See, centuries ago when uh, no not many countries had political parties. Why? Because most of the countries were very small, or they were small kingdoms which were ruled by kings, and they were monarchy, right? But if you compare it now, it's the scenario has changed totally, and now very few countries have are without political parties basically. So most of the countries practice democracy these days. Now, as I asked you the question, are political parties necessary? You will say, yes, ma'am, because last class you told us political parties perform so many functions. So, of course, if these parties are not there, who will perform all those functions? Absolutely right. Yes, we need political parties. Very much they are required in democracies, right? So, necessity is there. Now, suppose uh, independent contestants are there in the elections and they do not have any political party. So, what they would do, they will fight the elections and they will take care of their own constituency. Okay, but what about the country? Who will take care of the country? Right? So, we need political party. Why? First thing, what I told you, to perform functions like contesting elections, form and run the government, many more, what we discussed before, last class. Now, every candidate in the election will be independent, so no one will be able to make promises to the people about major policy changes. See, if you to run a country like any big country, you need a uniformity of policies. Now, independent candidate cannot decide for the whole country, right? What will be our foreign policy? What will be our defense policy? All those things, who is going to decide? Unless there is consensus of people, candidates, right? Now, the government may be formed, independent governments may be formed, but the utility will remain ever uncertain. That means the utility, the use of the government, what that independent government ruling one district or a constituency will be able to run the country as a whole. No. You know, elected representatives will be accountable to their locality, but no one will be responsible for how the country will be run. Now, the rise of political parties is directly linked to emergence of representative democracies. What are representative democracy? Where the governance is done through people's representative, because it is impossible for each citizen to directly participate in governance. That's why need for representative democracy has given rise to political parties, right? Large societies are there, cannot be handled by independent candidates. So we need political parties. Even the societies have become large and complex. They also needed some agency to gather different views on various issues and to present these to the government. So there are many differences, diversity in the societies also. So one large group of people may have X views on certain topic or certain issue, and other group of people may have another view or another school of thought. So that's why to put these thoughts together and represent it to or present it to the government, political parties are needed. And see, a mechanism is needed to support or restrain the government. Even political parties, those who win the election, they'll support, they'll come to the government, and the opposition, what will be their job? Their opposition parties will restrain the government or to make anti democratic policies and justify and oppose them. And political parties fulfill these needs that every representative government has. So that's why we can conclude saying that parties are a necessary condition for a democracy. Without political parties, democracy doesn't will become meaningless basically. Yeah. So I hope you have understood. It is a small topic. Just go through the extended learning. You can find out the process of starting your own political party in India. If you want to have your own political party, what process has to be followed? Yeah, you need to register at where election commission office and all those formalities. You check about it, okay? And for portfolio, you can just imagine you're starting a political party, name your party, design it simple, and just write 5 things or 5 ideologies on which you will work. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.